Hey guys, I don't normally do these sort of things, so I'm kind of not. This is done through an avatar via HeyGen because I don't like really seeing myself too much. Anyway, animation, AI, motion capture in our modern animation pipelines. So this is just about AI and animation capture and Kingbee Studios' approach to Unreal Engine workflows, and also Nova Mundi's approach to virtual production as well. So, the animation industry is at a crossroads, but contrary to the sensationalist headlines, the path forward is not about choosing between generative AI and a traditional motion capture. For studios like Nova Mundi and Kingbee, the real innovation lies in understanding what each technology does best and leveraging them together within a unified Unreal Engine pipeline that combines precision, flexibility and creative efficiency. Generative AI motion tools are improving rapidly, hugely so. We're partnered with ByteDance at TikTok, so we know how much they're changing. But they operate in a fundamentally different space than 3D motion capture systems at the moment. Understanding this distinction is crucial for any studio planning its animation future, which we are. Recent benchmarks comparing state-of-the-art optical motion capture systems like generative AI solutions like Kling's AI, motion control, among others, reveal an important truth. These are not compelling or competing technologies in most workflows, but tools, and they're solving different problems. So a generative AI motion tool would typically take a single video of a performance, lock to one camera angle, and output a baked video rather than an editable 3D animation data. They're excellent at creating fast, accessible motion for short films, concept pieces, and social content, generating stylized cinematics for solo creators and small teams. Brilliant. Producing quick visual ideas with minimal setup time, enabling rapid iteration on linear single camera shots. It's all great. It is slowly starting to change where a lot of things like Higgsfield have got Studio, which gives you an almost studio pipeline. It's really getting there. And I utilise Fabula from Google's DeepMind as a script writing tool and assistant script editor, which has been fantastic, and we've been beta testing that. Anyway, medium shots, locked off cameras, limited movements showcase what AI motion generation does well, and for short linear content it's genuinely powerful. However, these limitations that they have are equally important. They are monocular, one camera, one perspective for the most part. They produce no true 3D performance data. You cannot relight, reframe or view performances from another angle initially. Although, again, that's going to change and has changed pretty quickly. There's little to no post-edit control of the motion itself. They do not support stable client revisions or interactive pipelines for the most part, but again, that's changing so rapidly. Once the video is generated, the performance is essentially locked, which is a structural limitation for games, interactive content, multi-camera cinematics, and any workflow where motion must be a reusable asset. Say we're capturing dance movements and reskinning those dancers with an animated skin or whatever, or utilising an artist or an actor's performance because that human performance is essential, and reskinning that. There are restrictions. Anyway, why 3D motion capture remains essential? Here, full body 3D motion capture systems, some are uncalibrated that we've been using and seeing at co-stars. So those designed for reuse, cleanup, multi-angle workflows solve a completely different problem than generative AI. They remain the foundation for precision, iteration, and interactive pipelines. Is that changing? Absolutely. Look at Corridor Crew and green screen and everything else at the moment. Look at Joshua M. Kerr and his workflows, which are incredible. So, true 3D mocap delivers editable, skeletal animation joint rotations, reusable motion libraries across multiple projects, multi-angle performance capture with full creative control, stable client revisions, iterative, well, if I could say it, refinement. So tight integration with the existing DCC and engine pipelines within games, full artistic control over the lighting, framing and post-production. Again, that's starting to change very rapidly within the use of generative AI. So, for Novamundi and Kingbee Studios working in Unreal Engine, traditional mocap isn't going away. It's being augmented by AI tools that accelerate specific parts of the workflow rather than replacing them. So these hybrid, blended workflows with, say, MetaHuman and Unreal Engine, or traditional animation pipelines and design with AI generative tools that you basically have reference sheets and everything else, means a lot of the heavy lifting can be taken up by the AI. So performance capture meets real-time rendering. The combination of tools like MetaHuman Animator and, say, real-time facial capture that's streamed into Unreal Engine, this enables facial and body motion to be captured and visualized live on MetaHuman characters. This is incredible. It means that an artist and an actor can capture their performance and utilize it in many more ways. It becomes a modular item. So typical hybrid setup can capture the full body motion via optical or inertial systems such as Vicon or Rococo. And there are uncalibrated systems utilised in CoStar's Wakefield labs. Capture facial performance via head-mounted or external cameras, stream to MetaHuman, record everything into Unreal sequencing, or take the system for synchronized playback, which is great. This turns Unreal Engine into the live hub where audio, video and performance data stay in sync instead of being manually assembled later. Easy for my AI avatar to say. So, where AI acceleration makes sense. For us, generative and assistive AI tools become extremely valuable in specific pipeline stages. Concept and previs. AI image tools can generate backgrounds, lighting ideas and stylistic references in minutes, helping directors and clients align before any mocap session or studio session that, it costs money. Asset generation. So emerging tools that generate 3D models from text or reference images for Unreal reduce manual modelling time for secondary props and set dressing. We've been utilising Lumina from ByteDance, and we've looked at Higgsfield and Hedra and Kling. All of these give amazing asset generation tools and control. Motion cleanup. So machine learning tools can denoise mocap, reduce foot sliding, fix minor artifacts, freeing animators to concentrate on performance and style. I'm not going to go into Gaussian splats. I'll do that in a virtual production vlog later. Digital doubles. So AI can generate base human meshes or MetaHuman presets that are refined by the artist and driven by the mocap. AI speeds up the repetitive work. It does not replace performance capture, direction or storytelling. We need the human interaction and curation. Without that, it doesn't work. Practical Unreal MetaHuman pipeline for, say, Kingbee and Novamundi. So it's more a pragmatic hybrid pipeline. So it might look something like this. Firstly, pre-production. We use AI-generated concepts and quick Unreal previs scenes to plan beats, angles and tone. We've even utilised Lumina and other skills within Claude that build us full reference sheets for characters, full storyboards with a whole list of shot lists. It's great. So, 2, performance planning. We'll decide which shots we need for the 3D mocap and which could use AI-generated or keyframed motion based on control and reuse needs. 3, simultaneous capture. We can record the body mocap and facial capture together. So that's driving MetaHumans in Unreal Engine in real time for on-set review. 4, Real-time assembly. We can use Unreal sequencing tools to keep audio, camera and performance data in one place. Again, for editorial and review. It's so good. 5. AI-assisted cleanup. If we apply AI-based filters and tools to clean data before it reaches the animators, who then polish the key moments, that is a massive help. 6. Look dev and lighting. Look, iterate on lighting, camera work, VFX effects directly in engine while viewing the captured performances. It's amazing. 7. Reuse and iteration. We can reuse mocap clips, retarget to new meta-humans, reskin things, relight the scenes to produce additional content without reshooting this. Again, a lot of the generative AI studio pipelines are coming in to be able to do all this, even without Unreal Engine. However, it is about that amount of control. So, what's the bottom line for 2026? First 6 months, so many changes. It's hard to even keep up. So generative AI, though, don't think will replace motion capture. It will sit alongside it as a powerful parallel tool. They'll become blended. This is why we call our pipeline now a blended pipeline. The key question for a studio like Kingbee or Novamundi is not AI or recap, but which parts of our pipeline benefit most from AI, and where is the precision 3D capture non-negotiable. Looking at Soul Jump, one of Kingbee's incredible motion capture based animations, which is a live music performance, all this starts to make a lot of sense. Anyway, for control, quality, robust reuse, mocap remains the move. Surrounding it with AI accelerated concepting, asset generation and cleanup, that produces a pipeline that's faster, more creative and more efficient than either approach alone. But it's evolving so quickly. It's blending, it's coming together, and I think very soon it'll come even further together. Anyway, thanks for listening to this AI avatar nonsense. Hopefully there'll be a PDF file and all the references attached, and I wish you all the best on your AI journey. Thank you. Bye.